England team has produced a number of debates. 5 players have just 8 caps between them, and 5 of those caps were earned in Australia. He's giving an opportunity to youth, and many people feel that it is a bold selection. There, the 2 skippers, Brian Robson on the right, Michel Platini on the left. As for the French, like England, they have 4 survivors from the last meeting in the World Cup in Bilbao, and England, of course, won by 3 goals to 1. 3 players come from Monaco, 3 from Bordeaux, 2 from Nantes, the champions. And for them, it'll be their last match in the capital of France before the European Championship, although they do play 4 other matches around the country before they meet Denmark in this stadium. Parc de France, not entirely full. There are the 2 new boys, Brian Steen and Paul Walsh, wearing 8 and 9 respectively. There has been a little bit of crowd trouble, but was very sharply and effectively sorted out by the French riot police, the CRS, who went into the crowd with truncheons, and the spectators moved very quickly indeed. So it's England wearing a new strip, which was christened last night in great style by the under-21 side, who beat France 6-1. England attacking the goal to the left. French themselves finding it difficult to find goal-scoring power. To the front line this evening as Bellon of Monaco, who is usually a wide player, and Touré of Nantes, who normally plays for them in midfield. It's Platini, Battiston, Terry Butcher. It's a little bit wayward, and Shilton had to hurry and did not make it. It seemed a totally unnecessary back pass. And here's little Alain Giresse, 5'5".
And it's coming to him, came in fact further back to Touré. That's a useful cross, and Shilton had to do well to deny Touré. Really good save by Peter Shilton. It was a good curling cross going away from the goalkeeper. Shilton didn't come for it and watched the bounce carefully and palmed away for a second corner to be taken by Giresse. Variation. Tigana. So really that pressure from France is a direct result of a quite extraordinary and unnecessary back pass. Kenny Sanson starting again for England. Butcher. Be quite a test in a different way for the 2 in the centre of the England defence, because they will not have a man to mark. It's Touré, already coming deep for the ball, as is his usual style. Bossis, used to be a left back, and now has taken over from Marius Trésor as the man at the back, the sweeper or the libero, spare defender, call him what you will. Fernandez plays for Paris Saint-Germain, the number 7. They play their football here. Just over 10 minutes gone. No score. It's the 12th meeting between these 2 countries in Paris. And England have won 8 and France 3 of the previous 11. That's a useful ball from Platini, Roberts across, and Belloni had to be hit first time. And the first telling ball of the match, provided by Platini. And with his wrong foot really Bellon, give him his correct pronunciation, struck it well, but too high. Roberts. Steen being watched by the Roux. And Tigana is going stride for stride with Walsh. His control then let him down. Platini. Bellon. Steen. One quick look up, and his onside is Battiston. Shilton to meet, somebody covering now, and Shilton did enough, and Battiston wasted a golden opportunity. But that really was a marvellous ball by Platini, and a classic for youngsters. He took that split second to look up and put the right back absolutely clear. Shilton stood up in front of him, waited for the player to make his move, saying, "You've got to beat me," and he palpably failed to do so. Given against him and taken quickly. Here's Platini, and still beat two men then. Bellon on the correct foot for him. Good save. Blocked by Sanson, the follow-up from Gires. That brought the Frenchmen to their feet. Good attack. Look at this one on the full. Didn't quite get it right. Shilton forced the parry away. Walsh. Huddle. Mike Duxbury. In formation has Steen the furthest forward, now moving out to the left. Ball with Sansom. Huddle is now in the inside left position. This is Williams. Got four up front because Lee makes an extra man. But no width on the right, which Sansom may well have liked at this stage. Duxbury a little reluctant to move forward. Comes back to Robson. Huddle. Good play. Walsh in the middle on the penalty spot. Williams coming in. Continental style of goalkeeping. The punch from maybe a catch was possible. Williams with the turn. Little casual from Platini. Amoros also. Walsh, Robson, Sanson unmarked out to the left, number 3. Walsh makes a run to the left, takes Tigana out. Creates some space for Steen. Shout from Williams. Sanson offering to the left. Lee to the right. Robson. It's all a bit tight. Well worked. Nicely done. On to Steen, and still. And England get a corner from it, and some good play involving Huddle and Robson in particular. And there were all sorts of possibilities on for England then. Steen in the end. Roberts on the edge of the 6-yard area. Butcher behind him. And Butcher got half a flick. Indecision between two players. Walsh, Sanson has another dig. Butcher, that's well done. Huddle took the short side rather than finding room round the back. Huddle, and again from Sansom. Bit of an England encampment, but they need to be careful. Duxbury did well. And was tripped by Fernandez. Play by Mike Duxbury, held the ball very well in the challenge. The knee was over the ball, as the textbooks would tell you. Minute and a half, plus a little bit of time for stoppages to be added. And here's Butcher. But if I judge the referee's movements right, there was a bit of pushing there. Butcher who got clear, certainly it wasn't he who pushed. Roberts. D. Robson said yesterday he pressurizes the ball. It seems to me to be a very apt description. Here's Hoddle from Williams. And with Tigana in possession, the referee brings the first period to an end. A little bit early on our watches, but his is the one which counts. The score is 0-0. José Touré, who will get the game underway. Michel Platini, who took his goal-scoring record for Juventus to 17 goals this season, with 2 fine goals at the weekend, making him joint top scorer there with the Brazilian Zico, who has 1 less than last year. First French attack of the half broken up. It's Tigana. Gires waiting in the middle. And a corner, which he may well go across to take. In fact, he leaves it to Boulogne. It should produce the in-swinger. Leroux trying to get his way through. Touré got up well without making any contact with the ball. Boulogne. Peck made his debut for the 1982 World Cup in Dublin against the Republic of Ireland, but wasn't much of a factor during the World Cup, just played in the 3rd place match. Here's Sammy Lee. Almost went back to Francis. Steen. Robson. Williams. Walsh. Ball was out of play before Platini played it. Hoddle. Lee is pulled wide to the right. That's an interesting ball to Sansom. Steen didn't make contact at all. Walsh made a better one, but not enough to test Jules Batz, who would have been under severe pressure if Brian Steen, who rose all right, but mistimed it. Final shot coming from Walsh. Goalkeeper able to get the hold of the body behind it. Platini. Bossis. A lot of free kicks for niggling sort of fouls. Fouls on players who didn't really seem to be positive in their intentions to get away. Touré, that's lovely play by him. Platini, oh, I say! Well, for a man of his quality, he deserves the reprimand for that. And they cannot believe it. For some extraordinary reason, the man with the greatest touch, it's Touré who makes the break. Beautifully away from Roberts. Shilton comes towards him. Didn't really get the chip, and it was a good palm. But Platini, all he needs is a touch. And why on earth did he want to thump it? Bossis. Platini. It's a fine long ball to Battiston. Tigana forward. Another good cross by Battiston. Sansom. And Bobby Robson had to admit with a certain reluctance that the way England played in this match was arguably more important than the final result. Although he left any listener in no doubt that he wanted to win as well. Roberts. Hoddle's presence forward seems to be pushing Fernandez further back. Williams forward too. Good play by Bossis. Battiston. Touré, Gires. This ball would find Boulogne and Patini further forward. Oh, it's a lovely goal. They had 2 men over then, the French. So there have to be questions asked about that. But the European Footballer of the Year atones for his earlier error. Gires' cross, England with 5 men, 6 men pulled on that side. The French, as we'll now see, have 2 over. Platini got away from his marker. It was a lovely curling ball. And with 13 minutes of the second half gone, the French have the lead. Robson for England. Lee. Steen. Duxbury. Lee. Checking in his more accustomed Liverpool position. Walsh. And still. Good save. The referee has given a free kick against Robson for what was surely a ball that could be played. Walsh challenged by Leroux. No free kick given, although he was caught. Maybe thought to be a genuine challenge for the ball, but isn't that one as well? Duxbury. Walsh. Bossis. Good play by Walsh again. Hoddle tried to curl it, couldn't find enough. But a couple of times Paul Walsh has come close to setting up something for England. Obviously looking for the curl here on the left foot. It had the goalkeeper out of the play, but it missed the far post.
I think England deserved to be level. I think there was a great chance for Steen. I think he just froze, really, set up by Walsh. And Robson, Brian Robson, absolutely superb. He's driving England forward. Much more fluidity about them.
But once more, they've got a man over. This is Touré. And once more, the goalkeeping is tremendous. The fullback work wasn't bad either. But the referee says he used his hands outside the area. Getting enough nods around to make me believe that the referee was right. And it was a clear break again. Ground that Butcher is eating up. Shilton timing it superbly. The ball got away from him. Yes, there he touched it, no question. And the first chance of the match from a free kick for Platini. England were practicing defending against such possibilities yesterday. Touré has gone to the right, Fernandez to the left. An England wall of 6 players. Platini takes. Oh, I say, that's magnificent. 2-0 to France. 2 goals to Platini. Smile of a charmer. Shilton starts moving away to his left, and he finds the gap between the edge of the wall and Lee. Shilton's weight. He tries to recover, gets a hand, but it finds the corner. Today, did I say the French were prepared to let the game to die? Platini. So we wanted to be too precise. Didn't manage to sway Butter out of the way. Hoddle. Woodcock again, willing forward, and the run created a bit of space for Walsh. And here's Woodcock. Walsh once again, Sanson to the right, Hoddle screaming for it behind. Walsh at times has wanted to hang on, as Bob Wilson said fairly early in the match. Touré, little Gires. Still the little 5'5" Frenchman into the last minute. And the French turning it on for the crowd in their capital, in their national stadium. Rocheteau. Platini. No doubt that the French want a third goal. Rocheteau. The crowd, I mean. Lamoureux. But the Blues want to walk it in, and they will have no further chance as the Belgian brings the game to an end, although Amoros and John Barnes clearly haven't heard. And the linesman a little bit cross, and it ends nicely with a handshake between the two. 2-0 to France, the score. Both goals by Michel Platini. Last thought from Bob Wilson.
Well, just to say that the French will take some stopping in the European Championship in the summer. As for England, lots of promise there. Robson, Hoddle, of course, always so composed on the ball. And a special word for Steve Williams. Fine performance by him.
So, final score, a defeat for England, but maybe a few things learned by the manager, Bobby Robson. France 2, England 0.